Right, so I've seen many talk about the iPhone 14 pre-orders and talk about which model they went for and why. So of course, I thought I'd join in on the fun and tell you guys why I went for the 14 Pro Max 128 gigs gold. Now that actually might be a surprise for those who follow me on Twitter, which of course you should, go follow me there. But anyways, I did post a picture of my confirmation for a 14 Pro Space Black. And so some of you guys might be wondering, why am I now claiming I've got a 14 Pro Max? Well, there is a story behind this. So in case you weren't aware, last year I got the 13 Pro Max, and while the experience with this phone has been great for the most part, I will say the weight became a massive issue months after release, and it was something that did hinder the experience. And so that's why before these devices were official, I was pretty sure I was gonna get the 14 Plus, because I wanted the big battery and the big screen but with a lighter design, so this is exactly that. And yes, I'm losing out on 120Hz and also better cameras, but personally I don't care about that. But then we saw the devices and the prices in the UK, and that changed things for me because number one, I was not expecting Dynamic Island. That did blow me away with the 14 Pros, but also the prices in the UK for the regular models are really not that great. To put things into perspective, the 14 Plus 128 gig is the same price as last year's 13 Pro. So yes, paying nearly £1,000 for a regular iPhone did not sit well with me, so that's why I did avoid it, and that's why I chose initially to get the regular 14 Pro instead, since I will be getting all the Pro features with that device, but in a lighter design. So yes, at 1 PM in the UK I made sure to pre-order that. But then a few hours later, I can't lie, I did kind of feel some regret about this, since I'll be honest, I don't think I'm willing to compromise yet on the battery life for a lighter body. And then I saw a shipping date slip real quick for the 14 Pros, and so even if I regret getting the 14 Pro and then of course want to exchange it for a 14 Pro Max, I might have to wait a few weeks, and that's not going to be great. So yes, I'd rather be safe than sorry, and so I cancelled that and got the 14 Pro Max instead. Now again, the weight's not going to be great, and I'm praying that Apple can switch to titanium instead, but for the time being I think I care more about the battery life than the weight of the device. And yeah, in the past I have not had great experiences with the battery life on the 6.1-inch iPhones, and so me being a heavy user, I do think I need the Pro Max. Now as for other reasons I was swayed to the Pro series, as I said, Dynamic Island looks great, I love the animations, and again this was not leaked for the most part, we only knew about the pill but not the actual fact. It could expand and basically become a notification bar on the top, and so yeah, that feature definitely pushed me towards the Pro devices. But also the camera upgrades this year do kinda entice me because it's the first megapixel increase we're seeing in nearly a decade, and so yes, I'm expecting big things with the cameras. And while I did say I don't care about the cameras as such, I do use my iPhone occasionally for B-roll for reviews, and so yes, I'm gonna appreciate the camera features. And actually, I was expecting the 14 Plus and the 14 to get the 13 Pro Ultra Wides with the macro tech, but because that was not the case, and the camera upgrades were very minor for the most part, that again pushed me towards the Pro devices. And yeah, I'll be honest guys, I did enjoy having the macro camera with the 13 Pros, and so now with the better ultra wide on the 14 Pros, I'm expecting macro improvements. Another big reason I'm considering the Pros is the display, because number one, it's brighter, which I'm gonna appreciate. I did find the 13 Pro display was just bright enough for outdoors, but still could be brighter, so the 14 Pros now going to a whopping 2000 nits is gonna be great. But also the always on display is finally on iOS, and this is something I've been waiting for because I have this on many Samsung devices and it's pretty convenient. And so yes, when my iPhone's on a wireless charging stand, I can now see information at a glance, and that's gonna be great. And actually, that's another reason I went for the Pro Max, because I'm sure the always on display is gonna eat into battery life, and so using the smaller device with my heavy usage and also the always on display on could of course obliterate the battery. I do also want to do more short form content for the channel, and so of course the fact we have a front-facing camera upgrade with the 14 Pro Max is another big selling point because we've had no upgrades to the selfie lens for years, and it's definitely showing its age. So of course, the introduction of the wider aperture and also autofocus is going to be great for my workflow. Now yes, I know some of you guys might be wondering, why am I getting 128 gigs of storage with the Pro Max? You realize there's going to be a ProRes cap, right? Well, to be honest, I do find ProRes kinda useless, especially with the super slow lightning speeds. I don't want to spend hours transferring footage off the device, and so yes, I did not use ProRes with the 13 series, and I have no plans to do that with the 14 Pro Max. And the same goes for ProRAW because I'm not a huge camera nerd, so I don't need the full 48 megapixel image. I'll let Apple do the work and basically use these stock camera features. And yeah, that's another reason I don't care for ProRes, because regular 4K video is already pretty great, and also my channel's not known for the best quality ever, so yes, regular 4K video is going to do just fine for my videos, and transferring that via AirDrop is a lot more convenient. And yeah, considering I have iCloud and also of course immediately delete any B-roll I make for the channel after the video's up, I do not need any high storage tiers. And I'll be completely honest guys, another big reason why I'm not getting more storage is because Apple has increased the prices of the storage upgrades here in the UK. So yes, I'm not willing to spend even more cash on a new 14 Pro Max by getting more storage I don't need. And finally, why did I go for gold? Well, the honest reason is because I did order the Pro Max a little later after pre-orders begun, so of course the more popular colours like space black and deep purple were already of course seeing major delays, and so yes, between silver and gold I did decide to go for the gold instead, since I've never had a gold iPhone, whereas of course I did buy a silver 12 Pro Max. Now to be honest, I probably would have got space black if I did pre-order the Pro Max right at 1 PM as soon as pre-orders begun, but of course Apple has seemingly fixed the issue I've had with the golds in previous years, which of course was the very pale yellow backs. And so yes, Apple giving us a yellow back with the 14 Pro Max does push me towards a gold, especially since I've always been a fan of the gold rails. So that's my pre-order and the decisions behind it. And by the way, for UK residents, I do want to mention Currys is offering £50 on top when you trade in any device. I actually traded in a Xiaomi device that was basically worth nothing and got £51 off my Pro Max. So yes, I would recommend doing that because it does help the price increases in the UK sting less. Anyways, tell me about your pre-orders in the comments. Anyways, thank you for watching guys. Make sure to like and subscribe for the latest Apple news and rumours. Check out my buyer's guide in the icon above for the 14 series. And on that note, see ya peeps.